Act. Okay, so we're going to go back to a little bit of comedy and acting. This is a local production company that's been around, Chinese Pirate Production, and the director and producer is Andy Lowe. And CPP is building partnerships and telling stories. That's what they want to do. And they're presenting the San Diego premiere. The premiere tonight, you're getting to see it. Dr. Horrible Sing-Along Vlog Live. Right here. Wait. No, I'm sorry. They're doing that in July. They'll be doing that in July, okay? But tonight, they're going to be presenting to us two short pieces. The first from their sketch comedy ensemble titled My Roommate is Kinda Intense. And the second is from the Asian Americas Project. Take it away, guys.
Actually, that's a correction, actually. So our first sketch is actually from a sketch called Mail Order Matrimony. And the second one is from another project that was actually called the Asian Americas Project, which was written from interviews with real San Diego Asian Americans. Sometimes life doesn't go the way we plan, and suddenly you're alone.
Don't worry, son. Mom's probably happier wherever she is. You'll be alright.
You bet you'll be alright, because now, through the efforts of Mail Order Matrimony International, you too can get over the painful loneliness of loss.
I've had enough of these headstrong, educated, independent American women. I'm never making the same mistake ever again.
And you won't. With Mail Order Matrimony's new Third World Edition, you can peruse thousands of willing, illiterate, subservient females from which to choose your own slave to love.
Look at that one! That one! What a choice!
And our selection is choice.
And now,
Choose from women with fairly graceful educations who will never fail to believe your wild tales about deportation and America's casual acceptance of sexual perversity.
Hey, Dad, when I grow up and marry a girl just like this one,
if you want to, you certainly can.
And you can too. For your own copy of Mail Order Matrimony's Third World Edition, call 900-555-0800. That number again, 900-555-0800. In no time, your mail order bride will be on her way to toil endlessly over hot stoves, dirty floors, and squalling children, without a single word, or you'll show her what for.
oh, she's here! She's here!
Thank you, Mail Order Matrimony.
Don't leave happiness and domestic order to chance. Order your catalog today. So the second piece, like I said before, is actually taken from interviews with real San Diego Asian Americans. It's a project called the Asian Americas, which we did with the Asian Story Theater a number of years ago. So you might even recognize whose story this is if you know this person. Pardon the little change here.
I've been drinking myself.
There.
I've got on change the world, and I hope I'll be
And yes, again, once again, to mention that we are actually producing the Dr. Horrible Sing-Along Vlog Live that will be here in this space during the week of Comic-Con. So come back and see us.
First of all, when you're a reporter and you're an Asian American woman, you've already been pigeonholed. You have no idea how many times someone has come up to me and said, "Hey, I know you! You're on the news, we watch you all the time!" Thank you so much. Look, it's Connie Chung! No. Connie Chung is on National. I'm the weekend anchor for it.
right, I'm so sorry. It's Connie Chunchua, right?
No. There's another reporter on the other station. Her
Oh,
name's Phoebe Chung.
I'm so sorry. All your names can be so confusing sometimes. Denise Yamada, right?
Sure. Hi! Thank you so much for watching so loyally. It's frustrating. to yourself, I'm breaking stereotypes. I am breaking stereotypes. And one day you look at yourself in the mirror and you think, my God, I've become a stereotype. And the station doesn't always help either. Okay, there was this one time when the programming director comes up to me and says,
I want you to do a human interest story called Sex Secrets of the Orient.
well, I laughed in his face. I thought he was kidding.
I'm not kidding.
He wasn't kidding.
We can cover the Kama Sutra, that tantric orgasm thing. We can even interview the people from one of those Oriental massage parlors.
What made it worse is that he didn't even say Asian sex secrets or sex secrets of the East. He said sex secrets of the Orient. It's hard enough being an Asian American woman trying to maintain and promote a certain image of professionalism and intelligence, and then they hand me this bullshit. No, I can't do this.
Don't you think you're overreacting just a bit?
Oh, you haven't seen me overreact.
Well, obviously there's a history of this, and I think the viewers will find it interesting. And besides, it's sweet, and sex sells.
A history of bad stereotypes perpetuated by colonialism. It's wrong. You can't do a story like that. It's offensive. It's demeaning.
Okay. I get your point. I'll ask Bill Griffith to do it.
I was astounded, but I kept fighting him at every step of the way. But still, no one saw what was wrong with it. Not even my coworkers in the newsroom staff. It's tasteless. I'm personally offended that it even made it to our staff meeting. Aren't you overreacting just a bit? No, I'm not overreacting! I even had to appeal to our station heads, the big corporate bigwigs.
It'll be good for ratings. Approved.
No. You can't do a story like this. If you do the story, I will have every Asian American organization in here boycotting the sponsors, not to mention the Anti-Defamation League, the Chinese American Union, and the Filipino Pride Front, and I'm here, and I'm hyperventilating, and I'm doing the crying thing, you know, that thing, and I lie, because I'm making up Asian American organizations on the spot, and you will be in big trouble, mister!
It'll be good for ratings. Approved.
Then I quit. That's it! I quit! If you just do the story, I quit.
Now just wait a minute.
No, you wait a minute. You made a mockery of me, made a mockery of the news, being completely insensitive to an entire group of people. For ratings? If you do the story, I quit.
Story rejected.
They told the story. I keep my job. I learned that we can make a difference, that I can make change. It doesn't take 100 years of history or politics or a bunch of Asian American organizations. All I needed was me. A professional, intelligent, strong-willed, non-stereotypical Korean American woman to stand there and cry in her boardroom.
I've got an idea. Let's take a white reporter, dress him up like a black man, and send him out into the world with a hidden camera. He'll get to experience racism firsthand.
Okay.
Give me Bill Griffith.
Oh, what we do for ratings.
Whatever, guys.
Great job.
All right.
You can stand. I took a shower today. Yes, you can stand next to me. All right, Sherry?
The first skit I really didn't care much for.
Tell us how you really feel.
But the second one I really did like. It was very good. We got your point across, and the acting was really good in the second one. But I'm going to give you a 7.
Cabarella?
Yeah, I agree. You guys could have just done that second sketch and it would have been perfect. And I'm totally coming to see Dr. Horrible Single Unblocked because I'm a geek for that. But I agree. There were some timing issues and everything else. So I'm going to give you a 7 too. Mostly because of the quick change. I've seen much quicker changes. It just sort of dropped everything. So.
Mayor?
Well, I didn't get the combination. Oh, actually, I wanted to say something first. I thought you did a great job as the translator in Saving Private Ryan. thought you were outstanding. As a side note, no. And honestly, I didn't get the connection of the two skits at first, but the more I watched, the more I saw what you were talking about. But nonetheless, I still thought that that was a bad intro for what you were doing. Because after watching the first skit, I didn't know if I needed to take you seriously or not. And then the second one, it didn't take long to see that there is a serious message here. So, you know, you took a risk there, and I appreciate that. But again, going back to an earlier comment about knowing your audience, in the end, I think it created some distance between you and the audience, and we had to get past it. But I thought the message was good. I liked how it was local with the Bill Griffith and so on. So I think I'm going to agree with my colleagues and say this is
Hula. And Bill Griffith is my co-anchor in the morning. So if you haven't watched him, he's only been on for 35 years. Please start.
Well, I thought you guys did really great, and to be quite honest, I'm kind of opposite from the rest of the panel here because I do morning radio, and we switch from comedy to serious within an hour. And so I know how tough it is to go from talking about a parody, which I've done plenty of parodies in my lifetime, and being wacky and talking about edgy things, and then turning around and talking about the I Love Booby bracelet controversy happening in schools and trying to be very serious, where half a second ago we talked about, kids and their silly games. So I get where you guys are coming from, so I'm actually going to give you an 8.
What is the grand total, right? 29. Okay, so the leaders are still Marilyn and Rodrigo with 36. So